Hey everybody, it's me, Ben. I was just getting on here just to talk to you a little bit about what's going on in my life and what's kind of going on with work and everything. Let me get my notes out real quick. This is like my 25th clip trying to make this video. I just want to kind of get on here. I'm going to try to change it a little bit to make it a little easier. Just want to say hi. And then also to let you know about This Boy Can Cook. Thank you very much for y'all's help. I am working on my third year. My third anniversary is coming up in September. So yay, I'm excited. Things have been doing well. And then I'm still working a couple days a week at Plum Coffee up on Barker Cypress Road. So come by and see me there. It's great food, great atmosphere, great music, and also great coffee, locally roasted. And right now we are using Baby Blue. Look them up. They're a new coffee company. I think here in Cypress. Sorry, John, I can't remember. But This Boy Can Cook has been doing wonderful. I've been staying busy. I actually have been so swamped this month between that and school. I actually have to not take any more new orders until July. So I do thank y'all so much. It is amazing. So there's that. Then the reason why school. Okay, so school. As you can see, I am now at Full Sail University. I am in the digital cinematography program, working on my bachelor's in visual arts. So there, things have been going great. I am now in my composition class. It's a lot. A lot. Especially when I am very new to all of it, so I have no clue what's going on, and half of it goes over my head, and I have to like stop every 5 seconds and Google stuff. But I love it. This is the first time in school I have done this well. This is the first time. Also, on top of that, school has not came that easy. I've been in school for social work. That was like just natural for me. I went to school for cosmetology and barbering, and that was just natural for me. But this this has not been a natural thing for me. It mentally is, but not like, I don't know, it hasn't completely clicked yet, but it's getting there. Great teachers, I love it. They give great information and stuff. It's definitely not on them. It's just a lot of information for a newbie, and especially taking this class. So if you're thinking about it, just be prepared of a lot of reading. But right now, I love the school. We've got, they give us a whole setup and everything. So I have a Sony FX6, a couple other things, which is great because my plans are going to be working in documentary style type work, or like the talk show type TV work and everything. So it would be great for that. So it's a great camera. I've looked it up, and I've run into other people who've already like, can we rent it out already? So that's kind of great. So yes, if you want to rent it out, I'll rent it out to you. Hit me up. What's my number? So there's that. So I've been excited with that. And with school, it kind of slowed me down a little bit, but that's fine because it's still new for me. I have worked on this project for about 2-3 months now called Safe Spaces. I've already contacted a few people here and talked about it already. To talk a little bit more about it, it's right now my first episode for it's going to be working in the LGBT community, of course. And it is for people that create safe spaces for trans and LGBT people in the community, things like that, in the beauty industry. So my goal is to be able to go out and share their stories and the reason why they want to, they do what they do, things like that. And also that way people in the community know where they can go and support, especially now. We need our support of our community and our friends more than ever. So there's that opportunity. The next one after that, I'm going to be doing, after health, is I'm going to do a place of worship. So I will be looking at different denominations, different religions, things like that, and having discussions with people so you'll know where's safe places for you to go. So if anyone is interested or wanting to help, because I'm not going to be able to do this alone, please let me know. I really do want to turn this into something big that I want to be able to use and change. Of course, name will change, I don't know, but it's a progress of me learning and what I plan on to doing when I finish up school, and I'll talk about that here in a minute. The next thing I want to talk about is Pride. Pride's coming up. It's the other reason why I am going to be extremely busy this month and a half probably. My goal is to, well, I'm going to be busy. I do want to end up doing some volunteer this year work for during Pride, so if you know of any place, I am right now going to be doing some volunteer work with the Greater Houston LGBT Chamber of Commerce, one of their events coming up, but I would love to do some more volunteer work. On top of that, it's a great place to network and to get to know other people. So if you need, I've done a little bit of everything, so I pretty much can volunteer at any position. Also, I have a camera and everything. I might not know much about it yet, but I am willing to learn anything. Then the last thing I wanted to talk about real quick, because it's going on a lot longer than I expected and wanted it to last, is my ultimate goal project. The reason why I'm in school, the reason why I'm doing this Bake and Cook, and I think, honestly, the reason why I think I am still breathing today here on Earth, is I am passionately to the point of wanting to, how am I going to put it? I crave to be able to create a place that can be safe for every single human being. Don't care who you are. But the goal is to really to help out the LGBT brothers and sisters and our youth. I remember growing up in Mississippi and not having a place to go, and now seeing the youth, especially the ones that I work with and stuff, to see their safe spaces being ripped from them, and it infuriates me. And one way I'll learn to work on that anger. But the best way to use that anger is to put it towards something constructive, and that is I want to create that safe space called Third Space, 1.5 and 1/3 space here in Cypress. I can't do it by myself. I was going to try, but I realized I don't have that kind of things, the finances, the whole 9 yards that I need to have to be able to do that here, especially the connection. So I'm going to need your help. So if anyone is willing to help and want to discuss about Third Space, my whole ultimate goal is just to end up having a place that you can go between lunchtime, midnight, have a safe space. It's not alcohol. Somewhere you can go get a home cooked meal, some kind of nice little sweet dessert you can get that just makes you feel like you're at home at your grandma's house. A place that can go have other people, the LGBT community, have a place to have a spot to start their business off. Businesses that start off in little markets like I did, going to a market. A place where they can just sit and be for a week or so, let people know who they are so they have a chance to get out there. And ultimately my goal with the whole thing is to be able to create a space for art, bring in theater. We have a great theater here. I have no plan on trying to take that away. My goal is to turn it into a talk show talking about anything and everything that goes on in our community, to be able to build those safe space, that healthy environment to have those discussions, and my goal is to use this to be able to build a bridge between other communities. And I know how hard it is. I've been there, I've done it. I've helped out working. I started years ago, I started Jackson County Hope back in Mississippi. It was the the second HIV nonprofit in the area. Of course, funding and stuff like that was extremely hard, and we lasted about 4 years before we had to shut. But we were able to help out almost 2,000 people in that area, and for me that was just amazing. And it might not seem much for the city here, but that's a lot for little rural areas of Mississippi. And then so I've been around. I was one of the first openly gay people in my area, so I'm used to hearing everything you can think of, especially in race. In the Assembly of God and Southern Baptist churches, and I really do thank my parents for trying to make sure they gave us went to decent churches at least. But that's my thing. It's just I can't do this by myself. I realize this is going to be huge. I am able to do one thing at a time, but I think I can do multiple. So this is something that's going to take years to plan. I have no plan on really pushing it until after I graduate. But I'm trying to plant the seeds now, and that's my point. And everything, working and doing safe space film, trying to get that going. My face out there with This Boy Can Cook, things like that. The next thing is just kind of getting out there, getting to know people, getting to know people in my community that want to do the same thing, and trying to find ways to build it together. I don't really plan on using Third Space to make money, for me to profit and live. I just need to pay the bills. Other than that, I don't care. I want my community to be healthy. I want my community to grow, and I want a place where, even if I don't technically own it, if I can help create it, that's good enough for me. So yeah, I'm here. It's just we want to make sure that we have a safe place, and I know you do too. So yeah, that's kind of everything that's been kind of going on. I appreciate y'all for staying here for almost 13 minutes, if you even stayed this far. But yeah, there's a lot going on. I am getting through it though, and I appreciate every single person. I do have, I'll add the link tree, it has everything on it. There's even a space for funding. I'm going to change things up. But for Third Space, there's a funding, I guess, on there. If y'all can help me on other crowdsources or anything like that. It's just, I'm planning on taking it and using it and building up that money, because I want to use this as more of a community center. Than anything, to be honest. I want it, it's for the community, it's for the people, and a safe space for them here in Cypress.